Here's a story. You're married, have a kid, a happy home, and then you work on yourself, lose over 100 pounds, and become unrecognizable, both inside and out. You hang out more and ultimately step out on your marriage. There's hurt, pain, and a divorce. You live life with regret, but your story isn't finished.
What I thought at the time was love, I had never felt that before, ever. I have never felt so more desired in my life, ever.
Was sleeping with your husband difficult?
Very.
Why?
Because I only wanted the other guy.
Wow. But
No, he was mine. He was mine. I'm sorry, honey. He was mine.
How does your husband find out?
I confessed. I couldn't sleep. My conscience was eating me alive and I was exhausted. I was ready to leave my baby, leave my family. This was nice. I love y'all. I see y'all on the weekend. I wanted to be with him at all costs.
I ended up losing the man that I was supposed to marry because I was too hot in the ass. I ended up losing a man that I would call 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to cuddle. And this man was coming town to see. You know what I mean? 3 o'clock in the morning. What man you know doing that?
Well known. Because I don't hang around simps. You see what we've been saying all this while? That modern females only want what they don't have, and anything that is theirs will no longer be desirable until they lose it. You see, females of our times and age don't appreciate good men. The only reason she is sad is because the ex is no longer with her. Now let's look into the life of a woman who left her husband and family for the thrills of what she felt was on the other side, but later regressed it.
I usually jump right into the interviews. I don't like to take the scenic route, as I like to say. How did you ruin your marriage?
Infidelity. I will say that is the simplest way to put it.
I feel like the narrative is always the man cheats.
Yes.
The man messed up. We were having a conversation off camera and you was just like, everybody that you talk to says, well, what did he do?
Yeah.
What do you feel about that narrative?
Yeah. I think people automatically go to the man being the problem. So when I say, I'm divorced, whatever, they're like, oh God, what did he do? Oh, good for you. You can do better. And it's sort of like, oh, it was me, actually. It wasn't him. Things were good. We had a baby. Things were good until they weren't.
And why weren't they?
Well, before when we met, I was 130 pounds heavier. So I lost 130 pounds and kind of lost my mind.
You lost 130 pounds in the relationship?
In the relationship. When we got married, I was 320 pounds. I lost the weight and kind of went south.
Was this the first time that you've ever been slimmer and like...
Yes. All my life, I've been a fat girl. So this was the first time that I actually got to be the it girl, so to speak. He never complained. He always complimented me, treated me like I was beautiful, but I didn't feel beautiful. So I went ahead with the weight loss. He supported me. He was there for me when I was 320 pounds. But then when I lost the weight, I was different. My behaviors were different.
What do you mean?
I dressed differently. I wore more fitting clothes. I started to go out a lot more with my girlfriends, more than ever. I started getting a lot of attention, a lot more attention from men. And I didn't know how to handle it. I just couldn't handle it. So I had weight loss surgery. So I didn't put in as much work. It's kind of similar to getting a BBL. You go in one day and you don't have a desirable body, and then you come out and you do. I'm like, okay, cool. So then now I'm lying to my husband saying I'm going out with the girls when really I'm going to meet him. And it just gradually worked itself up from there. I'm like, okay, cool. So then now I'm lying to my husband saying I'm going out with the girls when really I'm going to meet him. And it just gradually worked itself up from there. And I was just so enamored with this person and his personality and his charisma. And he wasn't boring. And I was excited to go to work.
You experiencing that, it was such a new feeling.
Yes, very new. I had never felt that way before in my life, ever. Like the excitement, what I thought at the time was love, I I had never felt that before, ever.
Doing, right?
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
I meant before him.
Yeah,
Before
yeah,
him,
no,
I
no.
had never
Yeah.
emotionally, I wasn't talking to anybody.
Yeah.
Never. When I met him, that's when it all started. The emotional cheating and then the physical cheating.
We call it Pandora's box, right?
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
once you open it, it's impossible to close.
Impossible.
It's impossible. Once you open that up,
Yep.
what was the difference in being at home? What was the energy like when you went back home?
Well, it was exciting because it was a secret. But when I came home, I loathed coming home. I did not want to come home. I wanted to be in that excitement, that euphoria forever. I hated coming home. So it was hard. I lived a double life. I was a different person at work and with him, and I was a different person at home with my baby and with my ex-husband. It was hard. It was very exhausting, but it was so exciting and enchanting, and I did not want to stop. It became an addiction.
Was sleeping with your husband difficult?
Very.
Why?
Because I only wanted the other guy. Wow. I was so in love. I thought I was in love. I was, my random, crazy, mixed up depiction of love. That's what I felt at the time. And I didn't want anybody with him.
That's it, Kings. There is nothing like loyalty and commitment with them. All they seek is excitement, and that only lasts a short while. So whether it was her husband or the other dude, it's all the same, depending on whose turn it was to be the source of the hype.
I ended up losing the man that I was supposed to marry because I was too hot in the ass. I was thinking I was the shit and had options. And I did. But they wasn't good fucking options. I ended up losing a man that I would call 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to cuddle. And this man was coming town to see. You know what I mean? 3 o'clock in the morning. What man doing that? I had a man that knew me and my son was in the house hot as fuck. He went out of his way and spent $300 on getting me and my baby an air conditioner to put in our house. And me and that man ended up hitting a rough patch in our relationship. And I decided to go seek, other options because I thought they was better. And, at the time, dealing with it and being in the midst of it, it might have seemed like it was better. It might have seemed like, yeah, this is a lot better. But, after it's all said and done, that shit wasn't better. You know why? Because that man that I was supposed to marry wouldn't have had me dealing with my pregnancy alone. He wouldn't have left me out to go to every single appointment by myself. He wouldn't have had me in a delivery room by myself giving birth to not one, but 2 babies at one time. That man wouldn't have missed his kid's first birthday. That man wouldn't have not seen his kids in over a year in person. That man wouldn't have fed me bullshit and lies and excuses on why he couldn't be there or why he can't show up. He would have made a way. And it's like, I just say all of this to say, like, you really don't know what you got until it's gone. And you really don't know the value of things until it's gone. And I'm not even trying to bash my baby father or anything like that or speak down on him. But it's like, if I had known better at the time and I wasn't so young, dumb, and full of cum, I wouldn't have did that, If I had known better, I would have done better. And every day I'm working towards trying to forgive myself for that because he didn't deserve that.
There you go again. She's complaining of her present man, yet she left the good man behind. But trust me, the only reason she's regretting now is because she can't have her ex back, and suddenly he is now better. I bet if he takes her back, she will dump him all over again. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Till next time, this is your guardian.